Like really go rest and really let go and trust the teams around you and the systems around you to operate. And if you're building a business that can't allow you to do that, that's not freedom. And so build that business. And that can be a goal for this upcoming December, March, June, like whatever the timeline is, let's build that business so that you can fully unplug and rest. I'm coming back so recharged, but everything, nothing missed a beat. So it's not about, there's parts of it that you're like, oh yeah, I can go rest and reset, but can your business actually make the money that you're sustaining your life with? Can it actually do the things without you in that length of time? In business, like we have to focus. And so it's not a one size fits all. It's not, I'm going to try this and then move that, which is great in business for pivoting. But I do think that the successful hunt will come with precision and with focus. Take the long vacation and build your business around the life that you want to live. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the CEO School podcast. I'm your host, Suneera Madhani, and I am like literally, I have goosebumps from today. I'm in the podcast studio right now. I just finished 2 recordings of just the most incredible guests. Y'all, Elena Cardone just left the building. She is such a force, such a powerhouse. That was literally one of the most like powerful episodes recorded. I don't even know when that's going to air, but I cannot wait for you to listen to it. She's definitely like a visionary on her own. There's so many lessons. I feel like I want to recap on that episode post after y'all hear it. So I think I'm going to do like a post after that because there were so many concepts that I think for every CEO, we all need to hear. And her lens at all wasn't CEO. It was definitely like just being powerful in your vision and in your mindset and changing your mind. But the way that she thinks about her family and the way that she thinks about life and getting to the next level is extremely powerful. And actually, I'll just share it. Like my favorite concept that I took away from that show was really around the being, like being in whatever you want to have. Like it's like be, do, and have was like the concept. And the concept is like, we all are just focused on what we want to have, which is like, I want to have $1 million business. I want to have a thriving podcast. I want to have a successful marriage. I want to have, a private jet. Like, what are the things that, want to have? We focus on the have. But in order for us to get to the have, we have to do the doing. So we have to be and we have to do the doing. And the doing part is a lot easy to understand, right? It's like, okay, if I want to, have a thriving marriage or I want to have the private jet or the $1 million business, here's the things that I have to do. I have to do that every single day. If I show up and I, do these things and get the sales and hire the team and take the CEO Accelerator and, come to the Millionaire Founders Club and do all the, do the work that Suneera talks about and scale. I focus on the business. Here's the doing part of it to achieve the $1 million result. But the concept before that, like, it's so powerful. And it's not just mindset, but it's the being. You have to be that already. So in order to have the $1 million business, even though you're doing the things to achieve the $1 million business, you have to also be the owner or the CEO of the $1 million business. And in order for you to be that, that's a mindset shift. And she talked about the difference. If it's not imposter, you're not, buying things or invest, buying the red bottom shoes to look the part. But no, being a successful CEO is I'm going to dress the part. Being is still that mindset. Being is, okay, if I have the $1 million business, I, didn't get that contract that, I lost a sale and, one of my, clients attrited. The reaction that, you could have today is like, oh, I'm really upset. I just lost a $20,000 like client and it's a really big deal. The CEO who is the broke CEO, what is she thinking versus the CEO who's already the $1 million CEO or the $1 billion CEO? If they lost a $20,000 contract, how would they be? What would their mindset be? They would be like, okay, cool. I lost this client. Let's learn from it and let's pick up the phone and get the next one. Or that rejection is like, cool, I got rejected. I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call the next CEO because I know they're going to do business with me because I have a really successful company and a really incredible product. And I am a $1 million CEO, a $1 billion CEO. But that shift in mindset in the being, oh my God, I was like eating that up. There was so much in there to unpack, but I really feel that is such a great concept on being. And I think that at every stage, and I could watch her, like, even as she was, like, telling me about some of, like, where she wants to go, and she's like, "I'm already at the the top of where she wanted to be, and now she's at the bottom of where she wants to go." And that to me was so powerful because I do feel that way. I feel like I've already achieved so much and I'm at the top of what so many people will say, "Oh, I'm at the top of." But for me, I'm just at the bottom right now, learning something completely new and want to reach completely new heights. And so you can have these like shifts and these like next visions that come about. You don't just have that one vision and like your vision evolves. And as you grow and scale, I think that that was just so powerful for me to hear. And I think for you all to hear as CEOs, because I do think that your next level, we don't even know what our next level is at in the next 3 years or 5 years. And so thinking about that being and thinking about that future state today, oh, I loved it. Mind blowing. Not what this episode was going to be about and what I wanted to talk to you about today, but I just feel really excited. So many exciting things happening. It is September. It's my birthday, Virgo energy in the house. So I'm so excited. The fall is going to be so busy. I'm going to tell you all about the things that are happening in the fall. But before I tell you where I'm going to be at, what's happening, how you can participate, where I'm going to be at so many conferences, all like so much stuff. So before we get into fall energy, I have to tell you, I just got off of the summer energy and we just got back from Africa. And it was a life-changing trip. I'm sure you saw it all over my feed and you were like, I cannot see, this is not what I signed up for Suneera's content for. But it was truly such a life-changing trip, y'all. It was incredible. If you have not added Africa to your bucket list trips, like it is a bucket list trip, add it. It is phenomenal. It is such an incredible family like vacation and just experience. I can't even call it a vacation. It's like a spiritual experience going to Africa. You're in the nature. It is literally wild, but there's nothing like it. There's just thousands and thousands and thousands of acres of land that have never been touched, that are just free, that don't have a single building or a single highway or any service, like literally no service, like could not get, there's no service. Just being in the middle of the jungle and being in nature is always so grounding. But Africa was so special, and it was special for so many reasons. One, I was gone for 3 full weeks, which I shared so many tips on how I left the business and came back. No fires. Like everything that I'm sure there were things that like here and there, whatever, across the different businesses, which are going to be there. But my teams were so well equipped and just businesses were thriving. We had an incredible June and July across all of my businesses, like literally incredible months because we had systems in place. I did a ton of AI automations as well, which I'll be sharing. I did share a lot of the tools on social media and on one of the AI podcast episodes that I had done before I left for Africa. But don't worry, I'm really excited to show you the tools that I built. And I'll be doing that for our next CEO School Accelerator launch, which will be in September. So September 21st, mark your dates. So I'll be doing a ton of AI stuff for you. But going back to it, I was able to really take 3 weeks off because the systems of scale are working, right? That is how a CEO operates, not a founder. Things are in place for people, for process, and for profit. And when that is in place, you can turn off and you can go get rest and you can take a vacation and really, really turn off. And I know we say we turn off, but for me, it actually takes probably on vacation. I do a lot of like the short trips and the weekend stuff. But in order for me to really be at this like different place of mindset and rest, it's about like a 6-day process. Like I think like it takes me 6 days and vacation's fun. It's like the fun part of vacay, but for me to fully be like, wow, I'm like really, really unplugged. But I didn't do a single piece of work. I didn't like besides, like I literally, not even besides, I did no work. I literally did no work. I probably checked my AI tools once a week just to like check in on the inbox. Sometimes I have to like sign different documents and things. And so just checked in, but nothing, like literally completely unplugged. It was phenomenal. And it was also it wasn't my first time going back to Africa because Faisal he took me to Africa for our honeymoon. So I've done the safaris, I've done the things, but to be able to go back with my kids and they're at such an age that I can do it. It's definitely not, would not recommend, not that you can't take your babies and your toddlers, but it's wild and you have to stay in the Jeep and you can't like just, my kid's like, I need to go to the bathroom. Well, we can't just like hop off and you can, but it's not safe. And it was the right time for our family to go as like the ages of my kids, 7 and 10 right now. They were so phenomenal waking up at like 4:30 a.m. to go to the morning drives. Like they were so in it. They were so into it. But the best part was my husband is actually from East Africa. So Faisal is an immigrant. I'm first generation. So I was born in Chicago. My parents are Pakistani. Faisal is like born in Africa, born in Tanzania, and moved to the States at a young age. But to go back to see where like his family's from, we went to Mwanza, Tanzania, which is a little, a smaller city outside of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania in East Africa. And to like go back to his like hometown and his home village and to meet family that just feels like just like ours. Like it was like the most phenomenal experience. His family they're all entrepreneurs. Everyone in my family is an entrepreneur. They own they own the largest or one of the largest steel manufacturing plants, and they own factories. And so they build, I'm trying to explain it. They literally build the steel rods and any like steel things that build up construction and houses. They have a steel plant in manufacturing. So they're in manufacturing and oxygen plants and oxygen, like truly like people have to bottle oxygen to take it to the hospitals. And so they have, a business around that. And they've got a mattress factory and just like so many cool things. But steel is like what his family is known for there. And to go see the business side of that too. And in Africa was so exciting for me. But the family was just so phenomenal being with my kids. And we got to see where their dad was born and where he went to school. And it really does, like, Africa is clearly traveling to a third world country is wildly different than what you're used to here. And it is a good reminder. It's so humbling to go travel because you don't need to have that to have a gratitude to have that gratitude in life. Because I try to remember that. I try to incorporate that to have gratitude, but it is really a different experience when you really are immersed in a culture and just see life in a different way. And like the privileges that we have and the life that we get to live here is so wildly different than the life in Africa. And I got to see his family who has a great life of privilege in Africa, but it's still so different. It's still, the things like the jungle that we live in is not the jungle that they're in. Our jungle is obnoxious and all capitalistic. And I'm not one to like discount it. It's also like what our life is here, but life is so much more simpler there. And I think those that, have family, in different parts of the world and go home and can really relate to what I'm sharing. But it was truly magical. And to take the kids back and to have that experience with family was phenomenal. And then we got to meet like 10 other families with all their kids. There's 43 of us, no joke, like 43 of us on an incredible life trip that one of our friends planned who is also from East Africa, but from Zambia. And we went on this that was more of like what you see on social media and on Instagram of like the safaris and the lodges and the animals. And it is amazing. It was so amazing. And I got to go and watch, like just be with these animals and just watch their behavior and just be in nature and go to Victoria Falls. Like I can't describe Africa in any words, but I did want to bring some business lessons back from Africa for you. So I've got a few lessons that I learned from the animals, being with them for over, 3 weeks, turning off, and some lessons. So lesson number 1 that I wrote is just go plan the trip, go rest, really go rest and really let go and trust the teams around you and the systems around you to operate. And if you're building a business that can't allow you to do that, that's not freedom. And so build that business. And that can be a goal for this upcoming December that you have, or in March, or in the next June, like whatever the timeline is, let's build that business so that you can fully unplug and rest. If I wanted to stay another week, if I wanted to stay another 2 weeks, and I'm coming back so recharged, but nothing missed a beat. So it's not about, there's parts of it that you're like, oh yeah, I can go rest and reset, but can your business actually make the money that you're sustaining your life with? Can it actually do the things that you're without you in that length of time? I felt really proud of that. And I think that take the long vacation and build your business around the life that you want to live. And that is lesson number 1. The next few lessons are from the animals itself. And I got to hang out with some lions. I don't know if you saw on social media, but I spent a lot of time with lions. Many different days, all kinds, like wild in the jungle and then in a sanctuary. And no, that was not AI. And no, they were not sedated, but I got to spend a lot of time with like lions. I even got to walk lions, which was obnoxious. And honestly, what was I thinking? Like literally half of my body is like, not half, my whole body is shaking being with them because they're so powerful and majestic and literally can eat you in a second or like rip you apart. One wrong move, or even like just being that close to them. Like it was just an insane experience. I hope you caught that on social. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. But lions, I also noticed and know, because we learned a lot about the animals, not just before we were going, but with our guides, lions actually rest for 20 hours a day, y'all. 20 hours a day, the lions rest. 20 hours. So they're sleeping, napping, resting, being with their family. They're together as a pride and they rest 20 hours a day. And yet they own the jungle. Like mind blown. 20 hours a day of rest and they own the jungle. Let's learn from that. Like that was a big thing. I was like, man, that is true. We don't need to be the hardest working animal in the jungle. We need to be the most well-rested. So that was my lion lesson that I wanted to share. So I hope you like that one. Lesson number 2 I wrote was that elephants. I got to go to the most beautiful elephant cafe in Livingstone. I saw elephants in the wild. So we did a lot of we went to some sanctuaries to go spend more intimate time with one kind of animal per day. So we got to hang out with each, some of the more popular, well, all of the safari animals, but we spent a whole day with elephants at an elephant cafe. And it was literally elephants everywhere. Then we got to have lunch and we got to feed the elephants and give them water and just hang out with them. And they really do love all the animals love a a nice little massage or a body belly rub, I guess you could say. But my lesson from being with the elephants is that elephants take their time. They just take their time. They are so slow, but not in this you're annoyed kind of slow way. They are just thoughtful and they are so well, they're just slow. They just take their time. And even while being so slow, even when they walk, how they're heavy, right? They're literally massive. They're the biggest animal that I saw. And their size is just they're so majestic as well. There's something so special about being with an elephant. But the way that they move, they're on their schedule. They take their time. The way they drink their water, the way that they eat their food, there's not one bit of speed about them. But although elephants take their time, they can move anything that they want in an instant. That's how powerful they are. So they never forget their force or their size or their gravitas or their power, nor do they need to flex it. They don't need to flex it. They literally can use it at any given point to protect their young, to ensure that they're safe, to get what they need, but they're not flexing that. They can use it and they can shift. They can literally knock down a tree. They are the largest of these animals and can really move things and make an impact in an instant. But they choose not to. They don't need to flex their size. They're happy in moving slow. That was one lesson I wrote down. I was like, man, I cannot wait. I was thinking about you to come back and share that with you because I think that there is something beautiful for us to learn in that we can take our time. We don't need to do everything with such speed. Everything doesn't have to be right now, to be present. And we are powerful and we can flex and use the muscle when we need and show our gravitas when we need to protect our home, protect our family, protect our business, to flex when we need to. But we don't have to. We don't. The third animal that I wanted to share that I just really I just loved, we spent half it, like it wasn't on purpose, but we saw a leopard, which is so rare to like find a leopard because they literally camouflage so well. Saw a leopard and we were following her as the guide had recognized that she is scouting for, like, she's going to hunt. So not all animals eat every day. Like they don't have to eat every day, but the guides they've been in, like, they know the jungle, like they know their space really well. They know like their parks really well. And he's like, she's going to go on a hunt. And we named her Dai Dai, by the way, off of the Shakira song, because that was like the song, that was the song choice of the whole trip. And so Dai Dai, the leopard, we got to, and I was like, how do we know that she's going to hunt? And hunts actually are not fast at all. So another thing, see, lots of like stillness, resting, slow, like, but we're talking like the fastest animal, leopard, right? I think cheetah is the fastest, but leopards are really close and really, really stinking fast. So leopards, how they hunt is, so she's just hanging out, but no one can see her. So we caught her and we're watching her in the safari, and then she's got her eye. All she's doing is just staring at a huge pack. There was zebras and gazelles on the other side. And so she's just staring at the animals, like the zebras and gazelles. And she's waiting for when to strike, right? So she's like deciding on like when's a good time. She's trying to find like which one she's going to strike at, when she's going to go. And she is not going to strike from afar. Okay. She's going to get really, really close and not let the animals know that she's there, but she's making her way. So like every 30 minutes or so, she would get up, find a point to move into like another spot. So she's slowly getting to the prize. Okay. So she's slowly getting there. So much patience. And then the best part of it that I learned, which I think fully ties back to everything I like to share about being a CEO and just leading in business, she's not striking to go catch a gazelle or catch a zebra. She's already picked out the zebra that she wants. So she's not just taking a shot. She's focused and extremely precise on the one that she wants. Oh my God. So she's got her eye on the prize, the single focus. Could she maybe go get a gazelle or two, or go chase this zebra and like maybe if that one's too fast, go left or right to go get the second one? No, she's not. She's got her eye on the one that she wants. And we spent literally half an evening. So it was like in our evening drive, and we actually missed like our sunset. Like every night or during the middle of the drives, we did like sunrise, breakfast in the jungle, sunset, happy hour, like having a glass of wine, like overlooking, the Zambezi River, like missed our happy hour. And, I don't like to miss a happy hour. Watching her just make her move on that one zebra. And I actually didn't get to see the strike because it got so dark and you can't like just pull out, like we just have to let them be in their habitat. So I didn't get to see the strike. But just watching that whole experience was so phenomenal. And you have to be so patient as well to like, just imagine like just being with the animals and being there and just watching them. I know it sounds like it's like, I don't know if that would sound exciting. I don't know if that sounds exciting to you, but it was the most phenomenal experience ever. But yeah, that's my lesson from Dai Dai, our leopard, is that in business or in life, like we have to we have to focus. And so it's not a one size fits all. It's not, I'm going to try this and then move that, which is great in business for pivoting. But I do think that the successful hunt will come with precision and with focus. And so that is what I learned from the jungle of life in Africa, the circle of life. It was like literally like it was Lion King actually does like a really great job. But I think those are all really cool lessons that I got to learn from the animals that I wanted to bring here onto the podcast for you today to rest. Lions rest. They still own the jungle. Elephants take their time, but they can move anything. And leopards like strike with precision to get the outcome. And I think that is just, I think that's cool and exciting. So let me know what your thoughts are on it if you liked my analogies. But I'm so excited and I got to come back. I'm fully recharged and I'm coming back to like this jungle, right? The city jungle. And it's so different. We like came back in, I got back in on a Saturday. Kids' school started on Wednesday, like throwing back in life, already back in the podcast studio, working out, like all the things so fast. Life moves so fast, but I don't want to carry these through until like the next vacation and trying to incorporate that into our life. But what I can say is that the fall, we're coming into such a busy season. And that's kind of also okay. I think that that's just how it works in seasons of entrepreneurship. I got such good rest in the season of summer. And usually for me, and I would assume for most of you in business, that's what it is too. So Q3 it's such a busy season right now for me coming into fall. September, October, and November are like money moves, money months, Virgo energy. It's my birthday, September 21st. I'm so excited for it. And for the fall, I am going to be traveling to Inc. 5000. I'll be going to New York for speaking several times. I'll be speaking at the Aspire conference with Emma Greed and Maggie Seller. So many incredible conferences that I'm speaking at, and just excited to be at different places. So I hope to see you in person. But also we'll be hosting our New York Millionaire Founders Club retreat. It's going to be October 8th through the 10th. So October 8th, 9th, and 10th in New York City. It's big business energy is the theme. We've come back and that's the jungle. That's the city jungle that I want to be in New York. I love New York and I want to invite all of you. Please apply. We're actually opening up spots for non-members. So our Millionaire Founders Club retreats, you've seen them online. It's an exclusive group of 7-figure plus CEOs. We are opening up spots to non-members. So please grab the application. It's in the show notes. Apply if you are 7-figure plus in your business. Apply. If you're a millionaire founder, apply. I want to meet you in person. It's going to be so phenomenal. We're just announcing our speakers and programming. You'll get to spend time with me. And we're also having, I'm going backwards here, but we also have the launch of the CEO School Accelerator for the fall program. Twice a year, I open up doors to our incredible CEO School program. I just revamped it, like literally it took me all of spring to get the new, you have to update your programs, to stay relevant and make sure that they're still applicable. I'm applying all the things. So it's still the same tried and true CEO School, founder to CEO Accelerator. But now it's really focused on all the things that we can use to automate. So it's still people, process, profit, the areas of scale, 12 weeks, literally going from founder to CEO. But what's been really exciting is we've been able to incorporate so much of my AI tools. And now you can get there so much faster. Before, I used to be able to teach these frameworks and then you would have to go and apply them directly into your business. The work was on you. Now we live in a world where I can actually do the work for you, give you the prompts, give you the skills, give you the MDs for you to plug it into your AIs currently right now and to take the playbook and it'll apply directly into your business. And the speed happens so fast. So I'm so excited for the transformation for all of you this fall. Already the transformation from our students and from going from founder to CEO, it's the #1 rated founder CEO program. And I'm just so excited to add now the AI component to it where you can take it, plug it, take my playbooks as well, and scale people, scale process, scale profit, and just take it and apply it. So it's a must do. I'm going to be hosting a 5-day founder to CEO challenge where I'll be, supporting you guys, teaching you so many things. I've got an entire like AI series that's coming with it. So be on the lookout for that on social. It'll be free. It'll be like, I haven't done a masterclass series in such a long time. It'll be so much value. I'm actually going to be teaching every single day, which I'm so excited about because this is what I love to do and I haven't been able to do it. And I feel ready. I feel like we've got all these tools to just give you. So please come and take all of these incredible resources. And at the end of that week, because it's my birthday, and I always love to see all of you somehow on my birthday, I want to invite, Orlando founders or local you can fly in too, just to come hang out and watch a live podcast. We'll be doing a live podcast as well, series in Orlando. So if you're a fan of the show and you want to come meet me in person and you want to, come to kind of like a mini summit, we're going to be announcing the dates for that as well. So it'll all be kind of that week of September 21st, October 8th through 10th is Millionaire Founders Club. I hope to see you in person and back in this like jungle, business jungle that we live in. And so we're kind of in that season, we're, in that season of money and season of growth. Like I want you guys to put your CEO hat on. This is the time to accelerate. It is the time to scale and to go build that incredible machine. And if you want to, I hope you enjoyed my Africa lessons. Go, add Africa to the list. Tell them I sent you there. I don't know what you're going to say in Africa, but Tanzania was beautiful. Zambia was beautiful. Livingstone was beautiful. All of it. But I think we have a lot to learn from those animals to truly rule the kingdom of our businesses here to live this beautiful big life that we want. I will hopefully see you on the next episode of the CEO School podcast. Please go check out. I want to know what you think about the recent guests that we've had. I think the conversations have been so phenomenal. So screenshot, let me know, send me a DM. Please leave a review. I have so much swag. I'm going to send you some swag. Leave a review, screenshot it, and send us an email. I'm going to link the email in our show notes. And we'll send you something. We've got such beautiful, awesome merch. I'm just going to send you some things. We need the reviews to grow the show. We're so excited about all the things that are coming. I'm writing my book right now. My manuscript is due right now too. So we're in the middle of submitting our manuscript to Hay House. And I'm so excited about that'll be next year. So all of this book process takes so long, but I'm so excited to just share so much knowledge with you. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Leave a review. I'll send you some swag. We'll learn from the animals, get your rest, and rule the jungle. I'll see you next week on another episode. Bye, everyone.